They do have the recall up on Fly with his Aghanim Scepter, drags the Morphling into a double damage rune. WG will be kind enough to oblige OG and fight.
Oh, he went for SB. Okay, that's a little bit of a different approach. Still no good way to pop the Lincolns, but it will give the Earth Spirit information on who to initiate on, because right now the OG wards have been superior to the WGs in giving the information as to when and where they can split push out. But hoping with this he can bypass all the observer wards that they have. I think it'd definitely be best paired with a gem of True Sight, and WG have not made any signs to buy one as of yet.
I'll give him time. There's still a lot more left in this game if we go with the current rate, but it's bottom lane. Shadow Blade's about to wear off. No vision for Ana looking at the tree lines. Now you'll see the Juggernaut arrive. Ana picks up a Blink Dagger of his own, but 13 seconds till he can BT off this bottom lane. And the Legion, Kangaroo can smell it. He smells magic in the trees. The scan from Daya is just a little bit off. Is he going to walk back into it? He pings it. He pinged the scan. They know Ana is in the top part of it. And well, okay, that's the smoke. Ana blinks up. The kick will be there. The stun will remain. And now it's time to duel, but they don't have detection. They don't see him. Ana, not just moonwalking, ghost walking out of the bottom lane. Is there any kind of help?
X-Nova has 4 Sentry Wards. Is he going to place when he gets hit by the
He got
Ghost Wall?
cold-feeded.
Yeah,
but the blink away, Ana's already out.
You know it's gem time now. That was a kill that they blew so much for. The Earth Spirit even smoked. He blinked in there and smoked it just to see if he was there.
And problems for WG.
Kangaroo walking down the mid lane. There is a sentry. He's right in there. Wow.
Quick blink, and he gets a tornado, however. Press the attack's available, and he's going to BKB. That's the 8-second BKB now down for the Legion.
I'm still surprised they haven't bought a gem. That's a clear sign that they think they need one, but maybe they're unsure as to who's going to buy it. The 2 supports don't have 900 gold as of yet, and maybe the Legion Commander wants to save it for Silver Edge or whatever item he wants to save up for. But I think they're starting to feel the pressure a little bit. They're like very desperate to kill the Invoker and kill the Morphling. The net worth still only 5,000 in favor of WG, but as this game keeps going on and on, the stalling with the Replicates, Constant Illusions, the Blinding Light, the Illuminate, they have what they need to hold high ground, despite just being 1 racks down.
We'll see if Vegas and Cheese is enough to get WG in to finish maybe a second lane of racks. For now, they're just starting Roshan. And OG will do nothing to contest this.
They had the Scepter up on Keeper that you were talking about. And a little bit late, 35 minutes in, but I think that's given in a vacuum. In this sort of game, I think it's very respectable that he got it at this time.
There's your Aegis the Immortal. Slips into the hands of the Juggernaut. So Ajit will have to be the frontliner. He is a little bit tankier thanks to this Skadi style build he has.
And finally a gem. Oracle has bought it. Is he going to give it to the LC so that he can hunt the Invoker and the Morphling? He still does need a partner. Himself alone won't be enough. But I think all they need right now is like a pick onto one of those heroes and then a push and force a buyback on one of those 2.
Oh, bottom lane, SK. S4 just got himself a solo kill onto the Oracle. Support is there, Juggernaut. Yeah, you're not finishing those BTs in. But G-Rice is looking to the top lane. With a blink and a 4-star, they can initiate on the OD, and this is what we were waiting for. The pickup, the throw down, Meteorite, a little bit of a blast. He can't even... Okay, he does get the arms up in time to get the Astral Prison. Blink is off cooldown. Definitely blast timing from Ana. It's good. Hits the mark. And OD is down for 70 seconds with buyback available.
Just so bold walking in there. He is very tanky, but there were 3 heroes just prepped for him, knowing that he would make that sort of bold play. That's
Legion.
So much time.
He just dueled up the illusion, the replicate of No-Tail, and No-Tail will turn around the Burrow Strike again. S4, right time, right SK channel. Legion makes a break for the tree lines under the cover of Shadowblade. The Tornado does not catch him. He'll make his way up the hill. Caustic Finale has got him, and now press the attack. Ana, he wasn't ready for this, and he can't have been ready for that, and so much damage. Apu's going to rolling boulder straight over the top of the Morphling, triggers off the Lincoln Spear. Maybe now with a Fortune's End from Nova, he can remain alive and get back out of this nightmare with the silence, with the slows. Apu still surviving. Morphling won't be so lucky. It is WG moving the momentum forward. Fly and Blinding Light. Where's your stun? Where's your disable? Where's anything? Fly the old man. Wise escapes.
Earth Spirit just got in there and put the Morphling in a very
Omni slash stolen! Jirax! Snaps down the Legion Commander. Ends the godlike streak. 1,000 gold for Rubik because he is the grandest Magus.
That stall is out there pushed for a long time. One incredible individual play coming out from him. I still think Earth Spirit is making the flashy plays this game, though.
Yeah.
He's just been destroying this morph constantly. 1 in 6 is what No-Tail is limited to this game. And of course, X-Nova, too. Just sitting right behind him with that perfect timed false promise.
Really smart positioning from WG, but it's expecting the unexpected from OG. That's what's giving them the space to maneuver around. Fu, yeah, you kind of missed that one. It's fine, though.
They're looking for a pick on the bottom lane. They're already setting it up. They have the Ags up on the Sand King and just waiting for a lone hero to push out. I think they would need the epicenter to kill him, but this is not the target that they want. OD, I think, would be the ideal one, and he already senses it out, just spinning the wave immediately. Do they want to get rid
your
of
epicenter. Wait for it. He's too far away. Jin already backed off the creep wave, so epicenter will go down for now.
Yeah, that's the second time he's used epicenter for potential would have been a solo pick. That was only on the Aegis too, and WG, they might see that and think that that might be one ulti cooldown enough for them to actually be able to get a kill. And Rubik on a solo warding mission will get one deep inside the base, just looking for the information so that Morphling and...
Oh, Afu. Oh, he was starting it. He was ready for the kick, gonna rolling boulder down. Anna, Lincoln Sphere is going to trigger the Gem of True Size there, and because he triggers the Lincolns, they can start the duel, hold the Invoker in position, and a winner. It's been a while since Legion was one of those, but he has 130 plus damage. I think Jirax is also looking for something else himself. They get rid of the replicate.
They need to push out top lane as soon as possible. They have to be able to stall for Invoker. You do not want to use buyback right now unless you absolutely have to. And it looks like WG will be ignoring the top lane. But top lane is already exposed for WG. There is no T3. The range Rex is at 280 HP. So at the bare minimum, it looks like that will already be going down.
Flyer's positioning. He just nuked that wave when it was back at the mid-river. S4 is going to creep skip out the mid. The top lane continues to pressure as well.
But bottom lane is going to go in.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, the top tower is going to fall before. If they TP back, their push is done for.
It's enough to defend. Like with Illuminate as well as Fade Bolt, no creep wave is able to enter the base, and you've still got the Omni Slash on the Rubik for the moment.
Yeah, you might have to like pipe this wave if you want to push at this exact moment. If not, your window may be missed. But they're only too strong at the moment. And that wave's done.
Yep, this is that defense. Very difficult for WG to get all the way through without triggering pipe beforehand, and then life is still difficult.
And Earth Spirit has TP back, but he still hasn't caught out that Observer Ward, and Legion Commander's like, how did they know I was here? And let's see if he gets his Observer Ward. This is a pretty important thing in the grand scheme of things.
He is in range. He actually blinked over it for a second.
Yeah, so he got this now. Like, OG can't push top lane as freely as they wish. That is their only Observer Ward out on the map, and now it is dark. And it's nighttime too, so keep it alight. It's going to be extremely difficult for them to actually not die while split pushing out the lanes and defending. They've constantly been able to creep skip with the Sand King, with the Morphling, these very elusive heroes, but will they be able to keep it up at the most trying time?
And you can see Dire already looking for it. They scan up on the top lane. S4 is hovering around, but doesn't find any kind of moment. And Afu, he also knows that he keeps checking this hill smack bang in the middle of the Dire jungle.
Oh, they're walking under Observer Ward. Ana is revealed. I believe they know that S4 is in that top left corner too. This could be a disaster.
They definitely know, but also look who's moving up. It's No-Tail coming into the lane. The Burst Drive from S4 catches the Earth Spirit, so Magnetize can't get on. This will allow Ana to make a break for the tree line. 125 life. They push down, but he blinks away! The space is there. Earth Spirit doesn't want to give up. He's overblinked and into the trees. He doesn't know. The TP out is again successful.
Wow. This
Invoker is one slippery little sucker.
Some individual play right there. Earth Spirit did not think he needed to commit to Magnetize, and he just blinked away kind of casually. And that was a difficult one to escape, especially because WG got the heads up with the ward.
And now again we find ourselves in this position.
Yeah, that's all OG are
No-Tail. get out of there. Triggers the Manta, nice and early on there to get the Linker Sphere off. Now overcomes Nova with the nukes. No tails down and no buyback is available. He is down for a very long time.
He thought they were just pushing down the left side of the map. I can't really blame him for that because he thinks that they're going for the game-ending push. But WG are like, well, why don't we just kill Morphling and then get a game-ending push?
That's one way to do it. A lot safer to do it that way. I have to keep in mind that, again, keeping a creep wave alive is difficult.
They can push 2 lanes at once. Like they can just send a Juggernaut top. I guess maybe the OD might be a little bit better. Yeah, Juggernaut top and then just go down the mid with everyone else, or just commit mid everyone else. They do have the creep wave finally. It's zapped down.
Yeah, no creep wave anymore. Juggernaut already used his spin. S4 with a Burrow Strike. Sunstrike will connect. Juggernaut looking a little low, but there is a little bit of a heal behind him, and Ana blinks in to try and find the initiation.
It's that important that he kills the healing ward, though.
Yep. Now, Blink, Burrow Strike. It's S4 trying to find better angles. That tier 3 tower still alive.
Morphling's almost up. They've wasted almost a minute, and it looks like another 10 seconds will be wasted as the Ice Wall is dropped at the foot of the base, and Ajit tries to walk up there.
And with a spin, he can at least get in, but now Nana blinks forward too. S4 wants a way out with the Sandstorm Invis. He actually had a way to do it. Jirax will create a little bit more space with a Stolen Astral, and Burrow Strike. Oh, will it be Ana? S4's waiting. Now the Burrow Strike catches 2. Juggernaut broken free by the False Promise. Earth Spirit also lucky enough. No, he's not. No Tail able to reach him with a last attack. No breaking free of this. Nova trapped at the tree line, surrounded on all sides of the OG sandwich.
And the gem lost at the same time. And a little bit of their inexperience showing through, not picking up the gem early enough to kill that Invoker, and then just not... When you're up against like a Rubik and a Keeper who just can push out 1 lane at once, you have to be able to push multiple lanes. And like 4 of the heroes were just sitting behind the Juggernaut waiting for something to happen. But OG, they aren't going to initiate while the Morphling is down. You need to make the most out of that minute that they had. And they lost 2 heroes, they lost a gem,
Legion,
and just got a T3.
Kangaroo slips in behind, finds the old man, but doesn't attack fast enough. S4 gets the Burrow Strike off. OD imprisonment from Nana creates a little bit more space. Support is there from the Juggernaut. Now, well, a quick movement out. Epicenter right on top of the OD, but S4 trapped in the tree line. Now Burrow strikes its way to freedom. Falls will actually be enough with Legion Commander running in, taking so much damage for very little reward. The Omni Slash on the Notel, shared out with all of OG. Ana 4 stops away. So many of OG low. Now the duel begins, but Morphling is the winner in this case. Now it's also Nana. Nowhere to go. Illumina will fly at defensive imprisonment. Creates some space. Archer needs to do more damage. The kick is out. It's actually the one now coming in. Where's your Eclipse already triggered? A double kill for Nova. A triple kill for Nova. WG, they're pushing him back out again. The Purifying Flames have brought down OG. They heavy buyback. They have to defend this WG push, but no ulti's now up.
Man, if you'd watch this game only, you'd be like, why is Earth Spirit not picked more often? The amount of damage that he did at the end there when everyone was clumped up around that secret shop just devastated OG, and both their cores just got destroyed after all their defensive cooldowns were up.
A lot of buybacks coming out from OG now. WG, they still know the Invoker is down, so it's a good opportunity. If they can find a kill, they'll keep the numbers advantage going their way. Blink forward, they're only finding a fake Juggernaut. Obviously they know it's fake because it's one of theirs.
And there is no buyback on the Invoker for 30 seconds.
Another fortification, Yule Scepter on Nana. Burrow Strike catching both the Juggernaut. That blind light pushes it back so far. The duel, it's only on illusions. The BKB was triggered for this as well. They want the melee racks down. Problem is they have to commit themselves into a rough position to get it with the spin from the Juggernaut. That's a lot more protective. Notel trying to keep the kite going with that Skadi. The spin doesn't stop the slow. False promise from Nova. More space trying to be created, but another imprisonment as Jirax again, time and time again, really messing with the Juggernaut. S4 misses the Burrow Strike. The kick from Arfu hits the mark, catching out the SK, but more blinding light. They just can't get the damage in. That's why they start with the spin. Notel, Linker Sphere has been triggered. The damage may be enough with the Omni Slash. He bounces back down into the heroes of OG, but the damage is negligible, and now Omni Slash stolen up by the Rubik. Look for that target. Lets it go. The Juggernaut cops the brunt of the attack. Defensive imprisonment buys the space. Nana's doing work for his team. The spin's still out. Oracle is down. Buyback is back in again for him. With the ice wall, WG just cannot pass with the Burrow Strike and Epicenter. Another defensive imprisonment. They'll be called by the Tornado, so at least they're in close. The Morphling, well, he's already killed off the Earth Spirit. They're looking for more. Legion still insanely low. Can't hide inside the Shadow Blade. And now it's OD. The Burrow Strike. This one from S4 does not miss. OD blind line pushed him up the hill into the waiting arms of the Invoker. He'll take him inside of his cloak and be happy to absorb the power of the OD with Burrow Strike, Sun Strikes. There she is. WG losing heroes. They still have buyback. They still have the momentum of the top lane that's pushed inside the OG base that's almost taken out the range racks. OG have trouble at home.
Yeah, and it looks like they're headed over to Roche at this point, and how many Astrals came out during that entire fight? OD ran out of mana. The mana leak percentage base incredibly good. I don't really think OD did that much damage at all. He prevented a lot, sure, with his pipe and defensive Astral during the epicenter, but still, they need more damage. The LC can't really do that much once BKB is down. The Juggernaut is the main brunt of OG's attacks.
OG's not being fast enough. Roshan is not falling out. They also saw the Morphling leave to go to the bottom lane. Now in comes the Legion Commander. Oh, the Tornado! It caught both Oracle as well as Kangaroo. They can't blink in. That time may be enough. Now Kangaroo jumps in. Roshan, they got the Aegis Immortal. It's in the hands of Notail, who got recalled back into this fight. Now the battle begins. Kangaroo, no vision on him at the moment, but who do they want to kill? The Blinding Light pushing up through, back inside the pit. Starts his roll, but the Cold Snap interrupts it. Locked in the pit with the Yule Scepter. He'll actually get back out again. That was his own Yules. Buying the space, buying the time, but bottom lane, the Burrow Strike from S4. Archit's in trouble. He's spinning, starts the TP. The life is not enough. Buyback is still available, and thanks to the push by Kangaroo on mid, OG still need to go home. They cannot use its Aegis to attack yet.
They lost a T4 in that process, and the range rack's still, I guess, okay in that mid lane. That's 280.
It's holding on for dear life.
It is. But that was a big fight for them. The LC didn't even have a chance for an Aegis steal there because he didn't have an item slot. I think a little bit of the nerves are perhaps getting to him. Duel the Illusion earlier.
It was actually not even the real Invoker. It was a replicate that just caught out the WG Courier. Had a decent amount on it, just the energy booster of Afu as well as Ring of Aquila.
Can they hold? It's another nighttime. It's not going to be as easy for like Rubik to get all these amazing spell steals that he's been having.
If only Anna knew. You need defensive Tinker Wards for that kind of play. Just had a bit of a guess with the Tornado, but the Legion already TP'd out. It was time for him to go home. Kangaroo was practically out of mana.
And the Morphling's very, very big at this point. And Juggernaut, neither the Juggernaut nor Legion Commander can like run
swing. Just the events, even though a lot of the dots belong to WG, for the first time in a very long time, OG are leading the graph in experiences, not by much, it's by about 1,000.
And they're smoked up close to Roast. There is an Observer Ward, may give WG a false sense of security as they push out this lane. Juggernaut just respawned. He does have BOTs if he wants to join the fight. They're trying to deward.
That Observer Ward's wonderful, but with the Earth Spirit, always go to his Rolling Boulder up, blink back down again, but G-Rex initiates. It's the OD imprisonment used by the Rubik onto the OD, broken free by the false promise of the combo from OG, unable to connect. WG just want to bail out. They have Afu, who's in the wrong side of the tracks. His own Yule Scepter once again. Rolling Boulder not going to happen when S4 gets the Burrow Strike off OD. Now here's defensive imprisonment with a Sheep's Guard, trying to kite out this position a little bit more. The kick will fly down. The Legion Commander wants a target. He's looking to Ana. Ana with the duel on him. He'll go down. Buyback is available, not using it just yet. The Coddle's ticking out too. The Magnetize has done work. S4 trying to repair the damage with his Epicenter. Afu still able to roll himself away with the Legion Commander. They're so low on life. S4, he's thinking about coming back in again. The Blink and Burrow is available. Notail trying to man fight it with the double Burrow Strike with the kick. Afu has done so much work this game, and it's right that he helps Kangaroo find the triple kill. With the Aegis Immortal triggered, Morphling back to life again. Does he have enough to get out of here? The answer is no. Almost 2 minutes without the Morphling. Rubik will buy back. They need to do some kind of repair work to this mid and top lane before WG arrive.
Oh, Afu, he is the big playmaker here. They don't have detection to start off this fight, and look at how Ana gets jumped. Afu sits a boulder on him. Kangaroo BKBs up and takes him down. They know that he's priority number one. There is no Aegis on the Invoker. And like just the way he started off that fight, they didn't have detection for him. They all in on him.
WG They'll get Megas at least here. Well, we're stolen. Another imprisonment out. Invoker buys back. There wasn't long left on the clock. He would have really preferred to wait that one out, not expend the actual buyback. Afu again jumps in, found the Invoker, the Dola's on, and Anna is down! It's a dieback right now for OG's Invoker! This is now guaranteed Megas. It'll have to be a miracle to hold OG here. Jirax, another imprisonment. Keep the OD out of the fight. The tier 4 towers, WG, they're so close to going one game up against OG and maybe eliminating them from Boston Major, two-time major winners. And they're on the ropes. Afu dropped down low, Notel pumping in a fair chunk of damage. At least forcing Nana to think twice about pushing in, but without the Invoker, without the Rubik control, Notel, he's still just one man, and he is gone! GG! 56 minutes it took. OG put up one hell of a fight, and WG held the lead for a long time, almost lost the lead.